year. And hey, special announcement, just in case you missed it, 3-hour early release tomorrow. And I'd like to personally thank Dr. Gaines and his staff for not waiting at 5:30 in the morning and go ahead and making that call tonight. So I'm sure. And also, Marty Charter, I'm gonna welcome you back to this meeting too. Marty worked with us for a long time. He's retired, but he missed us so much he's come back, and we're glad to have you back. But the only thing that one thing Marty will not be doing is making that 5:30 call. He was famous for that if your phone rings at 5:30 for 20 years. If your phone rings at 5:30 in the morning, this is Marty Trotter, Randolph County Schools. And so, God, I don't want to hear from Marty Trotter. That was what no one wanted to hear from Marty at 5:30 in the morning. So, if you want to, well, yeah, they did, but I mean, they wanted to hear it early. So, now the guy with the apple on it, it's going to be you, isn't it? I mean, you'll be the one that, no, they were mad because he didn't call at 10 o'clock instead of, he waited until 5:30 in the morning. So now, if you get mad, you'll be mad at Dale Brinkley, right? Okay. We're trying to get them to call you early like tonight, so that's good. So at this time, I'm going to ask Tracy Boyd, would you lead us in a word of prayer?
Sure. Dear Heavenly Lord, we come to you tonight, Lord, just thank you for the many blessings in our life, Lord. Lord, just thank you for bringing us through the Christmas season, Lord, where we pray and hope that everyone got the true meaning of Christmas, that you sent your heavenly Son to this earth to die for our sins, something we couldn't do on our own, Lord. And Lord, we just ask you to be with us in this meeting, Lord, that we do everything we should to make Randolph County school system as great as it is, Lord. And we ask you to be with our staff, our students, and our parents in the upcoming 2024 year. Just keep your hand upon them. Lead them in the right direction. Lead us in the right directions. We love you, Lord, and we thank you for all your blessings once again. In Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right. At this time, I'd ask you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, at this time, I'm sure Dr. Gaines will touch on this. I did forget to mention that earlier this afternoon we had a joint meeting with our Randolph County Commissioners, and that's always nice, and to talk about upcoming things, budget, and some issues going on in our school system that we need to get in front of. And it's always nice to be able to sit down at the same table and talk to people and be transparent, civil, and this is just a great meeting. But at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Gainey with some comments.
Thank you, Mr. Cook. Yes, I want to say a big thank you to our commissioners and our interim county manager, county finance officer Will Massey, and staff for coming today and spending time with us as we talked about 24-25 budget needs. And always enjoy the meeting in January as we kick off the budget season. We've done this is the 11th year we've been able to do that, and just appreciate their time. It's been great working with them and building a positive relationship with them over these years. So I want to say a big thank you to them. I also want to point out some events the last month or so that I've had a chance to attend. I want to congratulate some staff members. On December 12th, went to a band and chorus concert at Southwestern Randolph Middle School. I just want to say a big congratulations to the students and Daniel Klein, the band and chorus teacher at Southwestern Randolph Middle School. It was a great event, very good performance by the students, and just I know Daniel Klein is proud of them. The next night, I had a chance to go to Student of the Month celebration at Randolph Early College High School, and I want to congratulate all the students that were recognized that night for their accomplishments, and thank the staff at Randolph Early College High School and Shay Groves, the principal, for their work in making that such a special event. The next night on the 14th, I went to a event, and it was a joint concert, Wheatmore High School, Wheatmore Middle School chorus concert, and I want to just congratulate Lamar Martin, chorus director at Wheatmore High School, and Anitra Spencer, course director of Wheatmore Middle School. Fantastic concert. No seats were available in the facility that was used. Kids were great. It was just an unbelievable night. And ended that week at Providence Grove High School with Connor Beck at his band and chorus concert and his students, and he did a great job as well. I think I saw Dennis Hamilton in here tonight. Great job, great night for Providence Grove High School as well. Next morning, we went to the middle school cheerleading competition. I want to congratulate Northeastern Randolph Middle School. I think I might have seen Anthony Roche come in. He's in the back. Great day for all the cheerleaders and coaches throughout the school system. And Asheboro City and Uwharrie Charter were there. And just congratulate Northeastern Randolph Middle School for winning the competition. Right before the break, I had a chance to attend a Title I night at Southmont Elementary School. And just another great night on that campus. Paula LaPlante and her staff did a great job. The gym was jam-packed with parents before, with the musical selections that were done before they went out into the different activities throughout the school. We've been having a good number of DARE graduation ceremonies. I want to take a moment and thank Sheriff Seabolt and his staff. Got a chance to go to Trinity Elementary, Tabernacle, Seagrove, and Frankleville and watch the culmination of those programs. The CARE and DARE programs are great for our children, and just excited to see them continue and parents be able to attend those ceremonies as well. And just want to congratulate all the students for their great work in the programs. And again, thank the sheriff's staff for all their work to make those programs a reality. Want to mention also, and one of my final comments, but not my last one, is that January is School Board Appreciation Month, and I just want to give all the board members a big thank you for your efforts every day with our school system to help us get better. And personally, I want to thank you for your guidance and advice and teamwork with my staff and me throughout the year. It's been a pleasure to work with you as superintendent, and look forward to many more great days with you as we have a lot of challenges ahead with the growth that's on our way and continuing to get better in the current things we are doing. As Mr. Cook mentioned, we do have a 3-hour early release day tomorrow. That is, we have the forecast of severe weather coming in the early afternoon, and we did not want buses and student drivers at the high school level and parent drivers throughout the school system on the road. And it takes us about 2 hours and 30 minutes to get buses out and back in, and we just felt like that was needed for safe measures and to keep everybody safe, and to get our staff home, because our staff will be obviously working on campus until we get all the kids off campus, and we'll make sure we don't put them in an unsafe situation as well. Board members also want to note, I didn't mention this during our work session today, but the schedule of events for the remainder of the year has been updated, and it was attached to your work session agenda. So if you'll check that out, it has the remainder of our meetings for this year as well as special events. So, Mr. Cook, this concludes my comments.
Okay. So let me clear this up. I noticed in your last comment, because I may get 15 or 20 comments. When you said you want to make sure on the staff, does that 3-hour early release sort of including them too, or is that what you're saying? Or
I just want to make sure also.
use your own judgment.
You asked me, so I'm going to address them. Our number one goal tomorrow is safety when school is out, and just like with any other weather days, we've had to let out early because of weather. We don't want anybody's safety jeopardized, and our first priority is going to be to get kids home safely, and staff and make sure our parents that might be driving are not put in an unsafe situation.
You know, every staff member's laughing right now. They're glad I asked you that. I can tell. Look at them though. Could you repeat that about the board and all that one more time? What you said about, I don't know, I just know it. But, okay, thank you, Dr. Gaines.
You're welcome.
For all you do too. I mean, I appreciate it. You did a great job this afternoon. Actually representing Randolph County school system in front of the commissioners. You really did. And I know we pick a lot and say things, but if some of the things that you guys hadn't got out front of, like we talk about the 9-year plan, and over the past 11 years you've been here, you certainly wouldn't be think we're in pretty good shape of what we could have been without all the work you guys did, your staff. We appreciate it. So at this time, we're gonna move on to the recognitions. And, no, hold on, I missed something. See, that's what I get for showing off. At this time, we need a motion to approve the December 11, 2023 minutes. Have a second?
Second.
All right, all those first say aye. Opposed? Okay. Now we're gonna move on to the recognition from the Andrew Board.
Thank you, Mr. Cook, and good evening to you, our other board members, Dr. Gainey, and to all of our guests. I have the honor this evening of recognizing Sheena Creech, Director of Digital Teaching and Learning for the Randolph County School System. Sheena has been named the Piedmont Triad Regional Technology Director of the Year. With this honor, Sheena will move on to represent our region in the state level competition at this year's North Carolina Technology and Education Society Conference in Raleigh in March 2024. Sheena Creech has been employed with RCSS since 2004 and is an integral part of the Randolph County school system. Her work ethic, knowledge, and skill are invaluable. Congratulations, Sheena.
Hey, I know, you know what, it's not my fault, I promise you. Dr. Gainey said, are you gonna mention that to her? Let me tell you something, this girl lady is super. I'm gonna say good things about you, I promise. When she came in and took this job, how far we've come, this boardroom was totally different. And the great equipment, all the technology that we have in here, the mic system, we didn't have that. And I know you were instrumental, and there was a time we had to joke with this girl because those mics were so cheap that we used. Sometimes the batteries would go out right during the meeting, and she had to hustle batteries in, didn't you? But thanks to you, we don't do that anymore. We're not ashamed, we're proud of what we have, and it has a lot to do with this lady right here, so, and her staff, but thank you. That wasn't bad. Thank you, congratulations.
It is now time to recognize our STAR employees for January. The RCSS STAR Employee Award recognizes school employees who take responsibility, civic character, and serve students on an ongoing basis. Each of our 32 schools awards 2 STAR employees each school year. Awards are presented to STAR employees at our monthly Board of Education meetings from September through February. Starting this month, we have added 1 STAR employee from the Maintenance, Facilities, Transportation, and Warehouse Departments, and 1 STAR employee from the Student Services, Operations, Finance, Budget, HR, and Curriculum Departments. For the 6th year in a row, Vicki Gallimore of RE/MAX Central Realty is serving as the sponsor of our RCSS STAR Employee Awards. As sponsor, Vicki Gallimore is purchasing the 66 plaques to be handed out to our winners during the 2023-2024 school year. We are extremely grateful for Vicki Gallimore's support of our school staff members. STAR employees, as I call your name, please come forward to receive your plaque. And as the award recipient comes forward, anyone here in support of the STAR employee is welcome to stand. Employees remain standing at the front, and we will have an opportunity to take group photos at the end. Franklinville Elementary School, Trinity Harrison. Franklinville is proud to recognize Trinity Harrison as our STAR employee for January. As a first-year teacher, Ms. Harrison goes above and beyond to make sure that she is meeting the needs of all students. She is working incredibly hard to learn the curriculum and implement various classroom management strategies. Ms. Harrison shows up every day with a positive attitude and always spreads joy wherever she goes. When she is faced with adversity, she is always willing to reflect and implement something different to make sure that her classroom succeeds. Her dedication to education, building relationships, and meeting the basic needs of all students is admirable. It is evident that she strives to build an inclusive classroom environment where all students feel valued and loved. Ms. Harrison is a true example of what all educators should strive to be, and Franklinville Elementary is very thankful and honored to have her as part of the Cardinal family. Grace Chapel Elementary School, Jennifer McFadden. Jennifer McFadden is a kindergarten teacher at Grace Chapel who is a leader in her classroom, in her grade level, and in the school. She goes above and beyond by leading and teaching with passion. She is exceptional in the classroom and builds amazing relationships with students and staff members. Her students know how much she cares for them and believes in them and all they can accomplish. Her love of learning is evident and contagious to all around her. Ms. McFadden's friendly smile radiates to others. She truly embodies the characteristics of a STAR employee. We are immensely blessed to have her at Grace Chapel Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. McFadden, for being nominated Grace Chapel STAR Employee for January. Level Cross Elementary School, Michelle Trotter. Ms. Trotter gives 110% in all that she does. She loves her job teaching fifth graders math, and she loves her students. Ms. Trotter is here every day and sets high expectations for her students, and they work hard to reach her expectations. She is an outstanding educator who wants all of her students to succeed and is always willing to go above and beyond to make sure her students have a strong math foundation. She is the grade level chair and always ensures that her team is current on their newsletters, meetings, and documentation. She collaborates with her colleagues, maintains open two-way communication with her families, and looks for fun and new ways to keep her students challenged and engaged. Her students love her and want to do their best for her. She treats all her students fairly and works to make sure that they are all successful and prepared for middle school. The Level Cross family is thrilled to have Ms. Trotter as their STAR employee for January. Liberty Elementary School, Emily Fields. Ms. Fields shows up each day with such a great attitude and makes every day so fun. She makes a difference for each child in her classroom and is a great colleague to have at Liberty. She never lets anything ruin her mood and always pushes through and makes the day great for everyone. Ms. Field goes above and beyond for her students and excels in her teaching. She is always willing to put in the extra work, including committees, letters, training, and helping fellow teachers when in need. She always has a positive can-do attitude and is upbeat anytime you see her. She is always willing to help out a colleague and is willing to fill in or take a position if asked. She serves on the SIT team and works to better the school from a leadership standpoint. She always has a desire to learn, grow, and serve the school in any way she can. We are very excited to honor Ms. Fields for this award. Northeastern Randolph Middle School, Amy Johnson. Mrs. Amy Johnson joined the Northeastern Randolph Middle School staff just this year and has quickly proven herself to be a valuable member of the office staff and the school. Ms. Johnson has quickly learned all of her responsibilities as the general office assistant and is someone we all know we can rely upon. She is always willing to jump in and help and looks for things to do when there's any free time, such as cleaning and helping others. Ms. Johnson is always friendly to staff, students, and visitors. She is a great representative of Northeastern to our community, and she is often the first person anyone meets when they visit Northeastern. We are proud to have Ms. Johnson as a member of our staff at Northeastern Randolph Middle School and recognize her as our STAR employee. Providence Grove High School, Lindsay Hilton. Providence Grove High School would like to recognize Lindsay Hilton as our STAR Employee of the Month. Mrs. Hilton is the lead teacher at Providence Grove, but reaches far beyond her role to meet the needs of the PG community. She works diligently to ensure our staff have all of the instructional resources and support that they need to provide equitable education opportunities for each student. In addition to taking on the role of lead teacher, she also serves as the testing coordinator. Mrs. Hilton is the liaison between the school and the PTSO, establishing and maintaining effective communication and collaboration between the school and the external stakeholders. Mrs. Hilton is an essential member of the Providence Grove community, excelling in every role that she takes on to serve our staff and students. Ramseur Elementary School, Brandy Martin. Ramstor Elementary is proud to recognize Ms. Brandy Martin as our star employee for January. Ms. Martin is a pre-K teacher at Ramstor. She is also the EC chair and has accepted this leadership opportunity with a desire to learn and succeed. Ms. Martin always has something nice to say to each staff member, student, or parent she encounters. In her classroom, the students adore her and respond well to her kind and loving personality. Her instruction is thoughtful and always geared towards what is best for each student and their individual needs. She takes initiative and helps out all over the school, whether it is with other students, car rider duty, heading up the yearbook committee, mentoring beginning teachers, or pitching in to set up for events. She approaches each and every day with a smile and a positive attitude. Ms. Martin is a wonderful asset to the Ramstor community, and we couldn't be more honored to recognize her tonight. Randleman Elementary School, Gracie Cullip. Gracie Cullip is the standout star employee for January. She has earned this recognition from her peers through her unwavering commitment to collaboration and kindness. Always ready to extend a helping hand, Gracie consistently goes above and beyond to support her colleagues, fostering a sense of teamwork and camaraderie within our workplace. What sets Gracie apart is her genuine and continuous effort to make others feel not just valued, but genuinely loved and appreciated. Through thoughtful gestures and selfless actions, Gracie creates an uplifting atmosphere that resonates throughout the entire school. Her dedication to enhancing the well-being and morale of her coworkers exemplifies the true spirit of teamwork. Gracie Cullip is not just an exemplary employee, she is the driving force behind a positive and harmonious work environment, making her an invaluable asset to our team. For this reason and many others, Randleman Elementary is proud to honor Gracie Cullip as our star employee for January. Randleman High School, Faith Lowry. Faith Lowry is a professional, dedicated, and caring educator. Her classroom is a place where students feel safe, comfortable, and heard. She is gifted at reaching students who struggle and is creating a learning environment in which they are motivated to try and push themselves beyond their comfort zones. In her math class, she acknowledges that there is often more than one approach to solving a problem, and she allows students to gain their voices in math. When you visit her classroom, you see students who are discussing different approaches to problems, students working on problems at the front of the room, and students actively engaged in learning. Ms. Lowry's demeanor is calm, soothing, and encouraging. She is an asset to our math department, and Randleman High School is proud to recognize her as our star employee. Randleman Middle School, Amber Hazelton. Amber Hazelton is an outstanding member of Tiger Nation. She is a true collaborator who is passionate about teaching and learning. In all she does, her goal is to ensure all students have positive math experiences. She creates lessons for all of the 8th grade math classes, has taken ownership of every single student, and considers them her responsibility. She is the ultimate team player who goes above and beyond for all students. As a teacher, she is open to new ideas and is not afraid to take risks in the classroom to grow herself and her students. Mrs. Hazelton exemplifies positivity and hard work, and we are proud to select her as our star employee for January. Budget and Finance Division, Printing Specialist Denise Carter. Denise Carter is our first and only print shop operator. She came to the Randolph County School System in April 2000 when we opened our in-house print shop. Denise does an outstanding job in providing this valuable service to our schools and central services. Many of her jobs require thousands of copies, some folded, some stapled, and some hole punched. Regardless of the task, she does it efficiently and always with a smile. Denise is one of those people who likes to plan ahead and do things the right way. She is a tremendous asset to our school system, and we are so happy she is part of the Budget and Finance Division. Human Resources Division, Administrative Assistant for Classified Personnel, Alicia Green. Ms. Green is a longtime loyal employee of the Randolph County School System. She handles the complete hiring process for all non-certified staff. While her workload is mighty, she always maintains a positive attitude and a smile on her face. She treats everyone with kindness, respect, and understanding. Ms. Green is detail-oriented and results-driven. She goes above and beyond to ensure all aspects of her job are done in a timely and efficient manner. She willingly assists others as needed and looks for ways to ensure the success of the Human Resources Division. It is an absolute pleasure to work with Ms. Green, and it is with a great pride that we recognize her as our star employee. There you go. Take one for the two. Thank you and congratulations. Now it's time to recognize our Star 3 students for January. The Star 3 program honors students who are respectful, responsible, and doing the right thing. The criteria for selection could include being a role model for others, making positive accomplishments inside and outside of school, good attendance, passing grades despite obstacles in life, good behavior, and nomination from a faculty member. We again want to extend our gratitude to our Star 3 sponsor, Wayne Thomas Chevrolet, who will purchase the 96 Star 3 student plaques to be handed out during this school year. We are grateful for their support of our students. And now for the presentation of the Star 3 awards. Students, as I call your name, please come to the front to receive your plaque and remain at the front until all the students have come forward. Parents, other family members, or anyone else here in support of the student are welcome to stand. After all the students have come forward, there will be an opportunity to take photos at the end. Franklinville Elementary School, Christian Jr. Sosa Ortiz. Franklinville Elementary is proud to announce Junior Sosa Ortiz as our Star 3 student for January. Junior shows Franklinville's soar expectations daily. He is trustworthy and always doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. Junior works hard every day and gives his best effort in all that he does. He is respectful to his peers and all staff members. Junior is the first to offer help when he sees a student or teacher struggling. We are so proud of Junior for being responsible and hardworking and how he embodies what it means to be a Franklinville Cardinal every day. Grace Chapel Elementary School, Lucius Clapp. Lucius Clapp is a hardworking second grade student at Grace Chapel. He is always willing to go above and beyond expectations, both in academics and behavior. Lucius takes pride in his work and has a growth mindset which motivates him to always do his best. His friendly, positive, and kind attitude helps create a fun and sweet atmosphere in his classroom. He is a fantastic person, student, and friend who is truly an asset to the classroom. Grace Chapel is proud to recognize Lucius Clapp as our Star 3 student for January. Level Cross Elementary School, Walter Colton Prater. Colton is the most respectful and polite young man. He is a hardworking student who gives 110% of himself every day. Even when things are tough and challenging, he perseveres and never gives up. He is friendly and respectful to everyone at school. He always puts forth his best effort with a smile. He is a good friend to everyone and loves to help his teachers. Colton is always prepared for the day, respectful to others, involved in his classroom, dependable in his actions, and engaged in his learning. He is the picture of what lion pride looks like, and is a great role model for his peers. Level Cross is honored to nominate Walter Colton Prater as the Star 3 student. Elementary School, Hector Dominguez. Hector is a great role model to all. He always does the right thing. He is hardworking, dependable, a leader, a great participant, and a friend to everyone. He is humorous, has a great personality, and excels in and out of the classroom, balancing extracurricular activities and school. He is also described as being confident, kind, and trustworthy, and someone other students can go to for help when they need it. We are proud to honor Hector in this well-deserving award. Northeastern Randolph Middle School, Kendall Mundy. Northeastern Randolph Middle School is proud to nominate Kendall Mundy as our Star 3 student. Both as a student athlete and in the classroom, Kendall strives for excellence in all she does. She demonstrates determination, responsibility, and hard work. Academically, Kendall is an active member of Beta Club. She took a leading role in the apparel design and will represent NERMS as a 7th grader at the Beta Club convention in January. In the classroom, Kendall always strives to do her best, both as an individual and when collaborating with a group. She is organized, attentive, and dedicated to putting forth her best effort in all she does. She also holds a leadership role as a media assistant and performs her role effectively and efficiently. Always willing to lend a helping hand, she can perform tasks without direction and seeks ways that she can help others. What makes Kendall such a standout student is her kindness, positivity, and consideration for her fellow peers and teachers. Kendall is always willing to assist others, and her enthusiasm and smile make our school a better place. Providence Grove High School, Alicia Brown. Providence Grove High School would like to recognize Alicia Brown as our Star 3 student. Alicia is a senior at Providence Grove and excels as a student athlete and an integral member of the student body. Alicia is an A honor roll student taking all honors level and RCC courses. She is a member of Beta Club and serves as the class treasurer in the Student Government Association. Alicia runs track and is captain of the basketball team. Alicia enjoys shopping and spending time with her family and friends in her spare time. After graduation, Alicia plans to attend UNC Chapel Hill or Winston-Salem State University to study accounting and sports management. Patriot Nation could not be more proud to call Alicia our Star 3 Student of the Month. Ramsor Elementary School, Aiden Miller. Ramsor Elementary is proud to recognize Aiden Miller as the Star 3 student for January. According to his 5th grade teachers, Aiden always tries his best to find any opportunity to be helpful to those around him. He is kind and a good friend to others in the classroom and across the grade levels. He is respectful to his teachers and has a great work ethic. This includes putting forth effort into everything he does. He participates in classroom discussions, asks questions, and completes his assignments. Aiden has demonstrated a desire to learn and grow in all subject areas, and we are proud of his success as a student. He truly embodies what it is to be a Ram. Randleman Elementary School, Finley Vanover. Finley Vanover, our Star 3 Student of the Month, embodies the exemplary qualities that set her apart. Trustworthy and honest, Finley consistently demonstrates responsibility by completing tasks without needing reminders. Her compassion and kindness shine through in her interactions with both classmates and the broader school community. Always attentive and listening, Finley's dedication to her work is commendable. Her strong work ethic is evident, and she consistently goes above and beyond, working diligently without hesitation. Moreover, Finley's kindness and helpful nature extend beyond the classroom, making a positive impact throughout the entire school. In essence, Finley is a role model, showcasing not only academic excellence, but also the character traits of integrity, diligence, and a genuine concern for others. For these reasons and so many more, we are proud to present Finley Vanover as Randleman Elementary Star 3 student for January. Randleman High School. Valeria Moreno Sanchez. Valeria Moreno Sanchez type of student that every teacher wants to have in his or her classroom. She is driven, dependable, creative, and talented. Her art teacher says that Valeria's mastery over certain mediums has reached a professional level, and her growth and talent cannot be measured. All of her teachers share that her work is always exemplary. Valeria has tremendous academic talent and potential, but what is really special about her is her heart. She has such a sweet presence about her that draws people to her. Her positive attitude is such a breath of fresh air in a world that can feel very discouraging. On top of that, she is warm and empathetic in a way that makes everyone around her feel heard and validated. Randleman High School is proud to honor Valeria Moreno Sanchez as our Star 3 student. Randleman Middle School, Carrington Brown. Carrington Brown is not your typical middle school student. While she is an outstanding student academically, her demeanor and compassion cause her to stand out above the rest. She is kind to all students and always willing to lend a helping hand. All students are treated equally, and she doesn't disregard those who may be differently abled. Her efforts to make our students with disabilities feel included and valued is something that touches the hearts of staff members. Carrington is a leader who is always willing to assist both students and staff. It is rare to see her without a smile on her face. As a classmate, she is an encourager and consistently goes out of her way to be kind to others. Carrington Brown is the type of student who exemplifies the vision at RMS, and we are proud to select her as our Star 3 student for January. Take your pictures, Miss Run Chuck. Do any parents want to take pictures? Congratulations, you may be seated.
Hey, thanks for everyone, you coming out tonight, supporting your staff members and kids. Be safe, going home safe tomorrow.
That's where you're supposed to say. Don't forget to pick up your gift. You don't have to go home, you don't have to stay here. That's it. Gift certificate, Winter Farms, 6-year chair. And there's 5 from. Hey Dale, we got to get you a new chair. We got to get you a new chair, man. I'm on the other He started rocking all over the place, like Dale about to break the chair again. That's Dale pulling that, talking about that. I mean, you get no respect. I mean, once again, it's like, I've always got your back. Out of safety, yeah, let's bring it over there.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
He was going.
Then you did. He looked at me and was like, "Oh, you could have had them while we were fighting," but everybody.
I
was ready for those feet, straight up in there.
She's got big ones, she's not leaving.
I'll be glad. I'll be there right now.
Well, we were chuckling, I was trying to keep from laughing.
See if anybody else called it. There'll probably emails tomorrow.
Okay, at this time, we'll move on to public comments. We have one person signed up tonight, Sarah Stevenson. If you'd like to come forward, please.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sarah Stevenson, and I am a parent of a student here in the school system, and I'm actually here tonight representing my employer, the Randolph County Partnership for Children. I'm the Director of Programs and Evaluation here at the partnership, and I just want to take a quick second to be here tonight to thank you guys in the school system, and especially Randolph Early College Beta Club volunteers, as well as Dr. Gainey, who in the month of December were really instrumental in helping us with some of our early literacy activities. The partnership, early literacy is one of our core values, and we make a point in going to all of the local Christmas parades and providing books to as many children as we can. And so in the month of December, it was not rare to see volunteers from that Early College Beta Club in the offices, stickering books and getting books ready to distribute to young children in the community. And so I guess I would just say, as a small nonprofit, although we try to be a mighty nonprofit, we have limited staff and resources, and it's the help of volunteers like this that really help us, and is very critical in our work and helps us have even more of an impact. And so just wanted to say we're very appreciative of that every year. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, also, we'd like to appreciate you using the public comment forum to say something actually positive. Thank you. I mean, that's unusual. That don't happen every day.
Can we hug her?
We need to frame her.
The leadership team had a real discussion about public comment today. So I'm wondering, I'm just looking around for volunteers. I'm not getting it. I guess that's Dale. Dale's getting ready to. He's gonna move to the podium.
Counting up, so if you said we couldn't add our minutes together, but he has figured out how to make it go up and up.
I just thought it was
I'm
interesting.
just saying.
I thought it was interesting that Mr. Cook brought up that today after the conversation we had leadership today. I don't remember all the conversations, so you'll have to ask me.
I mean, the way she come up and bragged on all you guys and all, I think it's the least Dale and so we could do is to volunteer a little more. I mean.
Thank you.
Thank you. I didn't tell her about the time that Dr. Gainey threw a look at me, but we'll.
It's soft cover.
It was.
We gotta send her again.
All right, Dr. Gainey.
You got it.
Oh, okay.
Sydney manager.
Okay, at this time I need a motion. Okay. Adopt the meeting agenda. Second. All right, we got that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're moving on to information items with Dr. Gainey.
Okay, board members, I have several gifts, or quite many gifts, let me just say that. Tonight I want to present as information items, all of them are information due to being $5,000 or less. The first gift you have is to Coleridge Elementary School, and Carrie Cole made me aware of this. She received received an email from her on the 4th of December. Gift from Piney Ridge Church in the amount of $1,600 to be used for needs associated with Christmas, as well as student needs during the months of cooler weather, such as clothing, shoes, and other needs. And I accepted this gift on December 4th. The next gift you have in your folder is, or in your book, is 2 gifts from Hopewell Elementary School on December 5. Carla Miller made me aware of 2 gifts that her school had received at Hopewell Elementary School. Thomas Tyre donated $250 to be used for art supplies. And an anonymous community member donated $500 to be used to provide shoes, clothing, and backpacks for the school's clothes closet. I accepted both of these gifts on December 5. The next gift you have on December 4, Anthony Grosh, principal of Northeastern Randolph Middle School, made me aware of a gift from Destination Heaven Ministries in the amount of $500 to be used for the school's Christmas cheer fund to assist families in need, and I accepted this gift on December 4. The next list of gifts is Randall Middle School, so I'll read through these. The first one, I received an email on December 13 with all of these gifts on them from Melanie Ritchie, principal of Randall Middle School. The first gift was from Randolph Building Supply. They donated lumber to be used for the school's FFA organization for its Christmas float. It had an approximate value of $50, and all of these gifts I'm going to share with you, Randall Middle, were accepted on December 14. The next gift was Randolph Guns and Ammo. They donated some ammunition for schools, and actually the rest of these gifts are for school's hunter education shooting team as well. Randolph Guns and Ammo donated ammunition valued at $250. Taylor's Taxidermy donated $100 for the hunter education shooting team. Terry Smith with North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance donated $250. Eagle Palm donated $50. Sir Pizza of Ranneman donated $200. Farlow Oil Company donated $200. Lewis Martin Old Timers Roofing donated $200. Fuel Outdoor Gear donated $200. Carolina Custom Roofing donated $200. Cedar Square Construction LLC donated $200. William Burgess donated $250. Fire and Steel LLC, $200, and Shrimshire LLC, $50. Again, all of those after Randolph Building Supply were donated for the school's hunter education shooting team, and the first gift was for the FFA organization. The next gift I have is to Randolph County School System, and on December 7, the school system received a monetary gift in the amount of $1,500 from Allen Tate Realtors in Ashboro. The use of the gift is unrestricted, and so the school system has flexibility to determine its use. I accepted this gift on December 7. The next gift is another gift to the school system. On December 13, I received an email from Sheena Creech, Director of Digital Teaching and Learning, regarding the donation of a book, 18 copies of a book from the North Carolina Home Builders Association, Educational and Charitable Foundation, and First Bank. And the book was titled The House That She Built, written by Molly Elkman and Georgia Castellano. Overall, this donation had a value of $323.10, and there's 18 copies, and one will be placed in each one of our elementary schools. The next gift I have is another gift to the Randolph County School System. On December 20, we received a gift from an anonymous donor. It was an 8-foot dye sublimated tablecloth with the school system's logo on it, and it will be used for public events such as job fairs and ribbon cutting ceremonies. The total value of this gift was $230. I accepted this on December 20. And then the final gift is December 6th, was made aware of this gift from an Paula Plant, principal of Southmont Elementary School. Gift was given to the school by Lindley Holt in the amount of $1,620. It is to be used for 4th grade students' fees for a field trip to Raleigh, and I accepted this gift on December 6th. So board members, this concludes all the gifts that have come to me in the last month. Some of them, as noted, some of them come right after we finalize the agenda. So you'll see some dates are back around the time of the last board meeting, and we have some gifts that I'll bring in on February 12th that I received late last week. I'll bring in on February 12th. So this concludes the gifts that I've received. Kathy?
Dr. Gaines. All right, Candy, you're up next.
Good evening, board members. Tonight I bring to you 3 grants. The first one for Southwestern Randolph High School. It was a Donors Choose grant in the amount of $170 received on December 13th. The grant will provide materials for students to learn about Argentinian culture. Leonela Moschetti is the Spanish teacher at Southwestern Randolph High School and was responsible for submitting this request. The next grant is a Bright Ideas grant for Eastern Randolph High School in the amount of $800 received on October 31st. The grant will provide funding for materials to assemble new fitness equipment and repair and replace older equipment. The project creates a modular and customized fitness program. David Neocella, the JROTC teacher, is responsible for submitting this request. And the final grant that I have for you tonight is for Trinity Elementary School. Received the Governor's Educator Discovery Award in the amount of $1,000 on December 13th. This grant will provide funding to register 3 teachers to attend the North Carolina Council of Teachers of Mathematics Conference. The award will also fund the teachers' substitutes. Bryson Michael, who is a 2nd grade teacher, was responsible for submitting this grant request. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Trotter, you're up next.
Good evening, board members. Let me start by saying, I know sometimes when people leave school systems, they don't always have the privilege to come back. And I've had the privilege to come back to Randolph County School System on 2 different times, so I do appreciate that. I know I'm very fortunate, so thank you. Tonight, I'll share with you a couple of items under information. The first is the reporting of the monthly contracts that exceed $50,000, and this month we only have the one. It's for Dell Marketing for Chromebooks at Southeastern Randolph Middle School in the amount of $50,022.50. All right, and then we'll go on to our budget and finance quarterly update for quarter 2. So in your packet, you should have received this information. I'm going to go through it fairly quickly. If you want me to stop, I'll be glad to and go further in detail. But tonight we'll cover the revenues and expenses for the funds that we have, and you'll see those listed there on the second slide. And then we'll talk about the charter school enrollment and then the cash balances for the school system. Starting off with state funds. The initial allotments in state funds were $115,572,986. And since the second quarter, the end of December, we've increased a little over $3 million. So we're now at $118,858,413. In relation to last year, we were setting at $112,367,695. There's some of the areas where we showed the increases since the initial allotments. I won't go through all of those, but it's a variety of areas there in our state budget. And then on the next slide, Sheena, we're talking about the decreases. So we also, in addition to getting some funds, they also take some funds back, and there's three areas here. First is the summer reading camp carryover reversion, where we weren't able to spend all those funds, and we covered our costs, but we had excess funds there. So $62,572 went back on summer reading camps. The next 2 items there is the North Carolina Virtual Public School reversion. So when we have students that go to that, they pull back the state funds. We had 2 areas impacted there. It was the classroom teachers, basically 1.92 positions, and then the non-instructional support, which equated to $69,339. So total North Carolina Virtual Public School reversion was $217,523. The last items are the best 1 of 2. What that means is we didn't meet our numbers that the state had projected us of having. So at that point, they pulled back funds for that as well. So there's the areas that were impacted. Lost another 3 positions to state classroom teachers, non-instructional support, state health personnel, which is a half a position, CTE program support, instructional supplies, and then textbooks and digital resources.
So that net reduction was $303,614. If you roll on to our expenses and look at those, second quarter expenses was $34,095,094, which was 28.685% of the allotment or the budget. Compared to last year, we're right at the same percentage. Last year's percentage was 28.7. There's some of the bigger areas where we had expenditures for state. Those were transportation, EC, at-risk, AIG, and limited English proficiency. Transportation, I'll just point out, the fiscal year 24 allotment is $5.5 million, and what we've spent so far is a little over $3 million. So we're sitting at 56.10% of our budget being spent already out of transportation. I know Dr. Gainey talked about that a little bit earlier in the work session with commissioners. But compared to last year this time, we're at 3.086. Last year was 3.092. So again, we're very close in line with what was spent last year at this time in our transportation budget. We'll continue to watch that one to see where we are at the end of the year. Current expense, second quarter revenue for current expense was $7,161,947. Basically 25.68% of the budget. County appropriations, what we do with county appropriations, we get what they give us divided by 12, so that's always going to be 25% unless they haven't paid us for some reason. But that's the county appropriations, 25% of the total budget. And then fines and forfeitures is at 23.24. So fines and forfeitures compared to last year, again, we're right in line. Last year we received $221,347, or 22.1% of the budget. Revenue, year-to-date, $12,840,928, so that's 46.04%, compared to $13,457,990 last year. And there's the two large items that make up our revenue, or two larger items that make up our revenue for current expense. Again, we're really close in line with last year, so don't really have any concerns there with current expense. All right, for the expense, on the current expense side, second quarter we've got $11,174,619. That's 45.13% of the budget compared to last year at 42.3%. Keep in mind when we pay out those supplements in November, that really impacts our current expense budget. And so that's a lot of the difference, or why we're spending so much in this particular quarter versus other quarters. Our energy cost is at $836,841, which was sitting at 22.17% of that line item budget. Compared to last year, it was setting at 20.8. So again, we're right in line with where we were last year. Year-to-date expenses, we're slightly under from last year. This year's second quarter expense, or year-to-date expense for second quarter through this point in the year, was $14,495,555. Last year at this time it was $16,451,000. So we're just under 59% for the total expense for this year versus 62% last year at this time. So energy is a big line item in the current expense off budget. So far we've spent $1,726,968 compared to last year, which was 45.75% of the budget for that particular line item. And then last year at this time we spent about 42%. So again, we're real close to where we were last year. Don't really have any concerns, just looking at it right off the bat. So again, we're in line with what we've done previously. Federal programs, so if we move on down to federal programs, the allotments as of the end of December were $29,430,375. Last year, remember some of the federal ESSER programs, the COVID funds, that sort of thing. Last year at this point, we were at $44 million, so a lot of that went away, so that's why our numbers are less compared to last year. There's $12,921,298. That's basically our regular programs that we receive on a continual basis in federal programs. That's really close to last year at this time, and then the COVID-related programs, out of that is $16,509,077. Last year for COVID-related programs at this time, those allotments were at $32,824,000. Again, as those roll off, we're not seeing those, for the current year. Some of those have expired already, and then we'll have more that will expire next September in that budget. Expenses, again, are really close compared to last year. Some are less because of, again, the additional COVID funds. Last year, I'll point out, we had 20 COVID-related programs in the federal budget. This year, we've got 7 remaining, so that's dropped off considerably. The ESSER 3 funds are at the bottom. We've got $15,437,53 remaining. Well, that's the allotment for current year. Last year, we were sitting at $29,682,000, so that's dropped off $14 million from prior year. Year-to-date expense in ESSER is $4,726,984, and that difference for the remaining funds have been budgeted for the ESSER 3 program. Next is capital outlay. Just real quick, the revenue, so far we've gotten $543,561, or 16.86% of the budget. Year-to-date revenue, $1,084,929. I think I've got to check on this, but I'm pretty sure we have not gotten our payment for the $950,000 that goes into the 9-year plan. I meant to ask Will about that tonight, but I'll reach out to him this week and make sure that we go ahead and get those funds. Reason being, we do a lot of that work in the summer, so we've already paid out most of those invoices now, so it'd be good to recoup that and go ahead and get those funds back in our account. Second quarter expense, $411,847. We're 12.77% of the budget. Year-to-date expense, again, going back to we do so many summer projects, why this number's so high, $1,700,130, so a little over 52%, almost 53% on the expense side there. School nutrition, second quarter revenue was $2,493,891, or 20.39% of the budget. Year-to-date revenue, $4,189,772, or 34.26% of the budget. Looking at their expense, second quarter expense was $3,469,423, which was 28.37% of that budget. Or year-to-date expense, $4,989,049, which is 40.79% of the school nutrition budget. So as we look at cash balances for current expense, we're setting at, this is at the end of December, $4,740,983. Capital outlay, $1,241,403. School nutrition, $6,690,987. And for AT tax, $1,561,542. Again, keep in mind, cash fluctuates throughout the year, so that's just a snapshot as of the 31st of December. The last slide that I've got for you is the charter school enrollment. I know, again, we talked about that a little bit at the work session with the commissioners and you guys, but 22-23 ended with 1,356 Randolph County students were attending 19 charters and 2 virtual charters. Compared to the previous year, the 21-22, we were at 1,309 at 17 charters and 2 virtuals. So current year, we're setting at charter enrollment at 1,509 with 23 charters and 2 virtuals. So that number's up from the previous year. We were at 1,385 last year at this time. So current increase was 153 students. Again, remember we're paying the $14.28 per student there, regardless if it's a brick and mortar charter school or if it's a virtual charter school. So that same amount goes out for each of these students. So that increase was 153 currently. URA charter, out of their students, 1,224 Randolph County School System kids. That's an increase of 159 for URA charter. The virtual academies are down by 10. They were sitting at 42 students, Randolph County School System students going there now. Last year it was 53 at this time. And then again, the average charter cost, so these numbers fluctuate too, depending on the kids and coming in and out of the charter system. 12/30, when we were looking at the numbers, it was $1,469 per student. Last year at this time, it was $1,539. So it fluctuated a little bit. And again, last year we were only paying $790 per virtual, and now we're paying that full amount, the $1,400 amount. What we've spent out so far this year is $855,594. More were paid out this particular month because I saw a lot of those invoices come in right at the end of December when we were getting ready to go out for Christmas. And so I know Alice didn't get those keyed until January. So that number will look real different in March or April when I come back in the third quarter. Being new, I'm gonna look at everything across the board, not just focus on particular areas. So I'm gonna go and look at everything as we work through. One of the ways I'm trying to do that is right now I'm signing every requisition, every request for pay, every purchase order, just so that I can get a handle on the school systems, how we're doing and spending habits and patterns and things like that. So I'm not just gonna say I'm gonna look at this area, I'm gonna look at it across the board. So that's sort of where we are with the second quarter, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
As you get settled in, one thing I would like to, I'll never forget, Marty, this was before you came, we had a meeting at the school, like we bought all the, some of the people in volunteer and all, like people, we'd go to different schools and we'd have like a dinner for them. You remember that back in the day? And so Marty came in and he did a program on like the lottery. Do you remember that? It was priceless. So Marty comes in carrying you remember the 5-gallon bucket? Basically enough. Yeah. I'm thinking he's got a full bucket here. Well, yeah, about that much. But I'm just curious, like, where we stand and maybe down the road, you know, how lottery was going to pay for the Wheatmore, Providence Grove, and I guess Trinity Happen. What happens now with lottery? I mean, sometimes when you get, you may never get any time, but I'm just curious, what does the lottery do now? You know, I would like maybe just a refresher report, because you hear nothing about it anymore. I would just.
I'll be glad to share some of that information with you, not tonight, because I don't have it.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, pray won't kill me.
One of the things we need to keep in mind, they changed the formula of how those funds are allocated. So what it started at in 2000, whatever year that was, you know, they passed it in the middle of the night, and we all of a sudden had a lottery. The way it was originally approved and voted on is very different than it is now. There was several areas that the state funding was already paying for, so it supplanted several areas. So if you take their brochure and take a look at it, in my opinion, it's a little misleading because we've had several funds already out there for those things. And so it looks like the school system's getting a lot of lottery money.
I think that would be a good report sometime for people just to hear in general, because, you know, it's kind of went by the wayside and you don't hear anything anymore. You know, I forgot all of it. I have no clue. I knew when it first came out, just like you, that I think basically facilities is what you had to use it on to a point, you know, and I'm sure it's watered down tremendously. And
it's changed.
Anyway, just sometime down the road when you get, I think that would be a good
I'll do
report.
that outside of a quarter report,
Yeah.
and we can take a
I'm
look
gonna build a casino.
And Marty, most of our lottery money since I've been here has been to pay down the debt on Providence and Wheatmore, and maybe a little bit back on some of the other younger or newer elementaries that were built right before I came too.
Mainly Providence Grove. If you remember, we were the first school system in the state that used lottery funds to pay for debt on a new construction, and that happened to be Providence Grove. We didn't go for it. That's just the way it worked out with the timing on the lottery and that construction at that school. So, a lot of it does go towards PG. Now, I'm not sure about Wheatmore. I don't know. I need to look at that. I'm not sure about Wheatmore. I know PG was.
It'd be interesting to have that.
On average, what, $1 million a year?
Probably.
Isn't the whole budget around statewide, we're gonna get like
About $1 million.
17%?
Yeah, it's about $1 million a year
I
for each
need to
county.
look at it a little closer, but yeah.
You figure what, it's 116 school systems? $160.
Thank you, Marty. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Don't you think they're, don't you think they're clear more than $116 million?
All right, Ms. Ashworth, you're up next.
Yeah, you just basically wash one hand up.
Good evening, board members. Tonight I bring to you the second quarter student assignment report. You've seen this format before, so I'm just going to go across the top and explain, remind you what the columns stand for. The first column is the capacity of the school. The next column represents the enrollment as of December the 20th at each one of those schools. And then that capacity there is the percentage. As a reminder, this is a report that we use quite often mid-year like this second quarter when we start going into reassignments. So current reassignment guidelines say 95% or higher new requests will not be approved for schools. So currently we have 2 schools that are in that situation, and that would be Hopewell Elementary School and Randleman High School. So at this moment, those 2 schools, we would not honor any reassignment admission requests that are new. Students that are currently there that have been approved continue to remain there. It would be only new requests going into the next school year. And then next is the mobile units. Again, just want to remind you, those listed at the South Kennedy Middle School are still sitting on the campus of Braxton Craven. Then the last 4 columns there represent our student movement across our district. The first 2 columns for reassignments. Those are students that are domiciled in the Randolph County School System attendance zone. The plus column represents the students that are attending that school that are actually domiciled outside of that, so they are addition to being assigned and added to those schools. For the minus represents the number of students that would be attending that school had they not chosen and asked and been approved to go to a different school in our school system. So that's the first 2 columns, reassignments. If you go to the bottom for the school system, that should balance out. That's just the movement within our school system. So currently we have 1,008 students that are attending the school other than the school that they are domiciled to attend. Then the next 2 columns there are admissions and releases. I think the first column. Yep. Releases, those are the students that are released to another LEA or PSU. And then the next column are those that we've admitted to attend to those schools from another LEA or PSU. And then again, I'll remind you that those are, do not represent charter schools, private schools. Those are just public school units that are represented in those 2 numbers. So the last column is the net gain or loss per school, and then the net gain or loss for our school system. Currently, we're sitting at a -38. Last year at this time, we were at -82. That number has been as high as 153 and as low as 10. It fluctuates throughout the year. Any questions about the second quarter student assignment information?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So at this time, I need a motion. So moved. Okay. Consent
Second.
items. All right, all those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next up is Dr. Green.
Okay, board members, I have a gift for you to approve as an action item due to the amount. On December 20, Susan Chapel made me aware of a gift to her school from the Leadership Randolph class of 2023 in the amount of $7,566. And it was designated to be used for the school's Career Technical Education Masonry Department. I accepted this gift on December 20. But you have to take action on it tonight since it's more than $5,000 per board policy 8220.
Okay, so I need a motion to approve the gift from the Leadership Randolph class of 2023 to Eastern Randolph High School in the amount of $7,566.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Sharon.
The Randolph County Board of Education will enter into closed session pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11 and to preserve the attorney-client privilege to discuss confidential personnel matters protected by North Carolina General Statute 115C-319.
All right, we have a motion to go into closed session. Have a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're in closed session. Okay, we,
Come on. This was like
you
you
just told me, I thought I heard you say something. Need a motion to return to open session, we got that, okay, so we need a motion to approve the certified personnel report.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Opposed? We need a motion to approve the classified personnel report.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Fred be making it.
Well, no, Fred,
I don't want to slow anything down.
we need a motion to approve the administrative appointments.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Anybody got anything to say like that, man?
Thank the leadership team. Thanks to the leadership team for the card and the gift card.
Thank you very
Hey,
much.
guys, I appreciate it. $500 gift card. I don't know what they gave y'all, but they gave me 500.
You did good, Fred. Need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved, I make a motion, yes.
All right.
No.
All those in favor say aye.